Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta, and this is episode 90, the big 90. I mean,
The
we made the
classic.
joke. Yeah,
Nope.
we made the joke about Terra Nullius being like, old at 72, and we kind of, that's the length of a good life well lived.
90's the
And we're
new 72.
yeah, we're at 90 now, so this Terra Invicta is going to be an old person by the time we're done with this
Terra
campaign.
Invicta is like getting to that point where you're starting to question quality of life and then having to debate ethics of euthanasia. And you're like, I mean, they can.
I would hope that we're not there with this campaign yet. I'm excited about where we're going. I think we got some life left in us. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So we last left off our heroes when they had just done some shopping. So that was fun. Got to talk to some extra planar giants and buy some new fun things. We got a rundown of what magic items that we have and what's going on with those. And I think we're going to pick up with I have in my notes here that the day when you guys will arrive at the place you're going next, and it'll be clear what that is in a second here, is going to be July 5th. But we're going to pick up real quick with July 2nd. We're still on that day that we you've spent a night in the abyss, right? In Gaping Maw. Aldrin and Deli got some curses, got some magical
I gotta remind myself what
madness.
exactly the wording was.
Yeah. And we're going to pick up with that next day for a couple of reasons. So it's July 2nd right now. One being...
Didn't Jordan want to ask about an iron flask for information? He wanted to...
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I think we were planning on talking about that in between sessions, and it never happened. Did you want to spend that 500 gold to get info from the giants?
If the party is okay with that.
Fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll subtract 500 gold from our party gold. That's fine.
Yep. So 500 for info. Yes. So they probably would tell you. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I know a bunch of stuff about. There's well. Give me a second. I'm going through my brain for a second here, trying to remember what I was planning on, because I think I remember. I didn't make a note of this, but I, in my head, thought at one point, oh yes, I know what I'll say to Jordan if he buys this info, and now I've forgotten what that was. They would obviously give you it's basically like info for a lead, right? Like here's where you can go to try to find out more about this. Yeah, I think they would give you information that you definitely couldn't act on right now. It would be like, go to this part of the soul realm to inquire about an iron flask. And you're like, not going that direction right now. So I can figure out the exact details of it and make sure I message that to you. But I think for all intents and purposes, you have a lead on where to go to find an iron flask. It is not in the direction that you're headed currently. So it's, I assume, something you're not going to immediately pursue because you're focused on getting Lavinia and stuff. Is that true? Or would you drop everything to go after this iron flask?
Of course we're going to drop everything.
And force me to quickly prepare some random stuff.
I'm
Do
sure
it, Jordan. Hit me. No, it's fine.
I'm sure that we're going to naturally do that without having to force your hand. We'll derail you without having to force it.
Yes. I've already had some thoughts on Iron Flask stuff since you had mentioned previously that you were interested in it. So there's definitely some places to go. I have a couple of things, honestly, a couple of places we could go with this. I am not 100% sure on what direction I want to take it right now in this moment. I think I once knew where I wanted to take it, but we'll put a pin in this. You do have that info now, and we can follow it up on a later date. Let's do that.
Speaking of later date, you said today's the
So it will
second.
be July 5th when you get to the place you're going. We're on that voyage right now through the Abyssian Ocean. But it is currently just July 2nd for multiple reasons. One being, I think
We lost him.
oh, there she goes. She might want to just jump on her phone or something. Mm-hmm. I'll see if I can. If I go in this corner of my screen, you'll still see me on the stream. What I was gonna say is we're gonna pick up with July 2nd primarily because I think this is when the other NPC this is the day we're gonna deal with all the other NPCs and like what they're gonna be doing. So the Agents of Pain were planning on going somewhere to deal with something, and Git was trying to go somewhere in the Soul Realm and deal with something. The other thing we need to deal with is this is the day that Surge gets resurrected because you guys got that gem. I don't think what's his face Benedict was planning on I don't think he prepared resurrection yesterday, so it's just
Right,
he prepared it. You have the diamond worth 1,000 GP or whatever it is, because I believe it was 1,000, right? Because you just got like the regular resurrection. That's what I remember. Let me find that real quick, because I think if I remember correctly, he gets like a penalty for a little while. There we go. Fixed. Cool. Welcome back, Em.
Thanks.
Yes, you have a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. And every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1. This shouldn't matter because I don't think, the next time we'll do anything of importance will be July 5th and beyond. So mostly this will be irrelevant. If I was mean, I would have someone attack you in between now and then. But well, maybe I still will. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Caleb's like, well, am I mean?
Yeah, man, am I mean? I can't maybe. So there's a couple of conversations I know are going to happen in this time. The info that you guys would have in a general sense about like what the NPCs' plans are. The Agents of Pain, the Damien, Tanakh, Ronan, and Henry, their plan is to go to, it sounds like Lemoriax, which is the capital of Demogorgon's realm, and using, the Lady of Pain's powerful magic and other tricks and things, they're going to try to go undercover there and basically find out where are the other Crimson Fleet lieutenants, what's going on in Demogorgon's realm, and how do we but they want vengeance. There's other side missions and things that all of them want to do. I have a big list in my notes of what all these NPCs want to accomplish and what they'll be doing behind the scenes. They are happy to bring anyone else along that wants to tag along if you want to send an NPC with them. Git also is going to be searching around for more information on what's going on with his weird pattern thing in the material plane that happened when he moved the Isle of Dread, and now all the tieflings have gone mad. He does want to have a conversation with one or more of you before he does that. There's something that I want to... There's some things we want to talk about there, but he's also cool with if basically I want to give you guys the opportunity to try to make some calls as the head honchos of this whole thing. Which NPCs are actually going where, and maybe if you really wanted to insist that X NPC do X thing, we could talk that through. I assume that your guys' main plan is going to be save Lavinia, slash kill Vanthus once and for all and all that jazz. So what is your general preference? If you have any strong feelings right away, we can get into that and talk about it out of character, or we can just have those conversations as characters on the boat here as it's going, and we can dig into how your guys' characters want to tackle all this stuff. And then obviously Surge is going to be resurrected, and you can decide what to do with him. I do want to have a couple of conversations. Like when Surge gets resurrected, he'll want to talk to Audrin specifically. But we can do that in any order that you guys would prefer. So what are we thinking?
I think we just send all of our NPCs to the Shadow Realm.
Jimbo. That one. I don't remember how it goes, but it's.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's all you had to say was Jimbo.
Yeah, Jimbo.
I know the meme. It's a good one.
I mean, come on, Jimmy
Jimbo,
Neutron.
you're gonna go to the Shadow Realm.
What a great show. Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, any thoughts? And if no thoughts head empty, I can push things along and have a character talk to you. So
I mean I can't like what is our ability to have NPCs do other things when we need them on the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fair point. I hadn't thought that through entirely. You know what we should do then? I might reverse the causality on this because I have an idea. So let's do this. I think the characters, these NPCs, are planning on they're staying with you for now. They work for these agents of pain. They work for the Lady of Pain, and so she has things she wants them to do and powerful magic that she can throw around. At some point, they're going to skedaddle here, but in the meantime, let's assume that there hasn't been a conversation about people splitting off yet, because I do have an idea that I think will end up making sense. It might not come to fruition depending on how you guys handle it. But let's start with this. I have a couple of conversations that I think would be happening. And then if you guys as characters want to talk with any of these NPCs, now would be the time to do it. I think let's start with Surge being resurrected. I think it's a good place to start. So Benedict goes ahead and I feel like everyone, we wake up on the morning of July 2nd and everyone is just out of sorts, right? Not only are, Audrin and Deli quite literally cursed by the plane, but, it's possible that other NPCs are too. I've rolled them all in secret, so you will not know whether or not any of them have succumbed to it. But I think in a general sense, we can just assume everyone is not feeling great about being on Demogorgon's plane, and it's messing with people's moods, right? Like people are grumpy and irritable. And so we wake up with that kind of general tone in mind. Benedict is, rifling through his pack looking for his diamond and grumbles under his breath and grabs at the diamond and then sets about casting resurrection. So you guys took like the remnants of Surge's body, correct? From the leftovers of the base. Let's see. The resurrection spell says you touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century. Check. That didn't die of old age. Check. And that isn't undead. Check. If the soul, it's free and willing. No, I'm kidding. Totally fine. The target returns to life with all its hit points. There you go.
That's Warforged don't have a will.
Well, that's a funny thing about this whole thing is that him being resurrected like this, and we'll get into this in character in a second here, but there'll be some thoughts that Surge himself will have about personhood and being like, wait a second, I do have a soul, that sort of thing.
Which I thought we established with him before. But
we kind of did, yeah. This will be the thing that kind of ties it all together, I think. This spell neutralizes any poisons and cures normal diseases. Doesn't remove any magical diseases or curses. That wasn't really a factor with him anyway. Closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts. The only bad thing is the target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks, which is basically everything. Every time, I think the only thing would be like a D percentile for a mishap on a teleportation table or something like that. You don't get a -4 too. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. Okay, cool. Yep. So we see a surge of light as Benedict casts the spell, and
A surge of light.
yeah, exactly, and Surge reforms, and like we're probably
And because we're Demogorgon's plane, we also see a surge of dark. We have Dark Surge and Light Surge. They're going to do battle, and whoever wins gets to join the party.
Oh my gosh, Jordan, that is such a good idea. Demogorgon has 2 heads. Let me think about this for a second. Like, there's no, if something had, I don't know, there's no reason this would go wrong.
This episode on Jordan Says Things to screw the party over.
But that is something I'm going to make a note about here.
Okay.
Remember 2 heads. I'll know what that means when I look at it later for sure. So Surge is reknit, and if this was like a mortal a flesh and blood creature, it would be like the bones and sinew kind of like reforming kind of organically. But this is like Transformer, sort of transformation, the nuts and bolts and gears all clicking together and right, like all that sort of stuff. Michael Bay directed this one sequence. Then there's an explosion behind you. No, but yeah, Surge comes back to himself here, and he has, as a reminder, Surge is a cool looking Wardforged dude. Here's his character sheet right now.
Guess who's back?
I have always imagined Surge with like an actual face. So I don't know how exactly accurate this token is, but something along these lines, definitely golden. Yeah, some sort of like clockwork-ish automaton. He has, his integrated +1 chainmail, so it's just kind of this heavily armored Warforged guy. And he returns. He returns now at the turn of the tide. No longer Surge. He didn't have a title.
Rise from your grave.
But yeah, he seems in wonder. He seems in awe of what just happened to him. And I think almost immediately he rushes over to you, Audrin, grabs you by the shoulders, and he says, "I have a soul, Audrin."
Yes, Surge. I thought we went over this.
Yes, but I have it confirmed now. I literally died.
Well, congratulations on your death discovery, I guess. I mean, I'm happy for you. I really am. It's just, this is the happiest I've ever seen someone come back to life, which is actually mildly concerning now that I say that out loud.
Yeah, and I think he says, I'm trying to think of, it's probably, he says, it was strange. I think I heard your call. I heard Benedict's call, and I felt myself stretching. I don't really remember anything about where I was. Just it was a plane of golden light, and I was stretching and reaching, and honestly, I imagined I would travel further. It almost feels like I nearly took a step. And he looks around. And like you probably think of this, Audrin, he was probably on the soul realm somewhere else, right? As a soul. So he's actually didn't travel planes at all.
About that.
Where are we?
Well, welcome to hell.
That reminds me of that one Buffy episode.
Guys, we're actually still dead.
There's an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where they like resurrect her, and then she's like, "Guys, I was in heaven. What did you do? Why did you do this to me?" That just reminds me of that. Yeah. So he.
That's what I think every time we do resurrection stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we really like pulling them back? And they're like,
I think typically what it is like they didn't really remember much about their time in the afterlife anyway. So it's just like, it was a very pleasant, like golden glow that all I remember. And that's basically what he relays to you is it seemed like a good thing, but like he doesn't have like depression from not being able to go back. Yeah, he is. He's overjoyed. He'll talk your off a little bit more about like the fact that he has a soul and like this proves it, and but I'm so glad that I've returned to help you, finish this. And then he says, yeah. No, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else there that I needed to bring up. Let me find if I did put this anywhere.
So I don't feel any different with them being dead or being resurrected, other than like emotionally, yes.
No,
like,
and that's part of it too. Maybe that you guys talk about is that like if there was something where it was like his life essence was tied to you, like in the way that he thought it was, it would have returned to you or something, or at least been there in the ether to be claimed by you again. And that's not what happened, right? You made his soul, and it is actually a soul, or at least functionally equivalent, and it is separate from you, and apparently goes to an afterlife when it dies. And I don't know if either of you really understand the implications of that or what happened there exactly, but it certainly is something.
Question is, did you create a soul or did you transfer the soul from something else?
Yeah, did you grab it from somewhere? I honestly think the answer that you could come up with, Audrin, just like you would probably first go to, is that it's not so much you, like you don't have the power to create a soul, but the power that you took in and of itself is like soul-ish in some sense, right? It is ultimately kind of like this soul magic potential juice stuff that certainly you break a piece off that Kit Kat bar and it's a soul, right? It's basically what it is.
Kit Kat souls. Soul cat, Kit soul. Either way, I just learned how to make a baby in like a different way. That's what really that's really what this boils down to, is Audrin made a baby.
Yes. To quote
with magic.
To quote Goku, like, wow, this was easy. I don't know what they're complaining about.
Yeah. And again, you still don't understand the full implications of that, because you don't really still understand what the weapon even was. Like, it was like this kind of chi potential energy thing, but it's not, you don't have it anymore, right? So who knows? What you do have is this weird light pearl, so you do some of that.
That's true. I eat the light pearl.
We know what happened when Deli had the dark
Invicta. One. Okay, we're gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna have to do more prep, I think. So if I remember correctly, the light pearl was made because the proto shadow pearl that was in Deli's stomach was redeemed by your soul, and the reason you could use your soul to do this is because of the kind of widening and the exercising of the soul muscles.
Wait, exercising or exorcising?
Exercising of the soul muscles inside of yourself that were widened and strengthened by this chi being in you in the first place. So you didn't use the chi to power the light pearl. It's not the same thing, but it's actually even more of your soul than Surge's, honestly.
So Audrin is soul swole?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that works. So yeah, I don't know if you have any other particular things you wanted to talk to Surge about there. The other thing I was going to do is, and I couldn't find it off the top of my head, but I'll just Google this. Let's see, random body location generator, because obviously Surge comes back with a Phoenix mark.
Ooh,
duh.
Now all of us have them, right?
Oh, nice. I generated head was what I got. So I don't know what do we think? Like, I guess
it's got a face tat.
Yeah, it's basically this comet,
right here.
Yeah, it's a comet is what it kind of looks like to all of you.
Did you get the joke, Caleb?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, while using the soul realm, he was in prison and he has all the men he killed. I
mean, isn't
That's what the soul marks of the phenotypes have been the whole time, is your prison tats from when you were in the soul realm.
Demogorgon's like, I finally got a prisoner.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So Surge, yeah, it probably just on his face. He has this mark, and it is different. Like, it doesn't look like a birthmark. It looks like, yeah, like it was painted on, maybe on his chassis.
does it come off?
I mean, not really. I don't know. Would you try to chip it off?
Well, I mean, you said like it's painted on, so I'm just.
It looks like it's painted on. That's yeah.
I probably mentioned that like the moment that he's resurrected. That's probably the first thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait, okay. I need a refresher.
Yeah.
Who knows about whose tats?
I'm pretty sure we know about Audryn's now. I'm pretty sure everybody does. I think it came up at some point. Am I wrong about that?
I swear this never came up. I feel like Takewee and Audryn would have had a conversation about it if that would have happened.
Really? Did it it has to have come out at some point.
I don't remember. I feel like we've talked about the tattoos. I also feel like maybe only
because I did just recently listen
Takewee?
to the episode where Takewee and Anna realized they had it for the first time, and it was those two, Lavinia and Carla, all realized at the same time they had.
I do have
marks.
I do have a bit of a memory of Audryn being like, huh, and then keeping it to himself.
Yes, he kept them to himself. I know for a long time. I just don't know if he kept it to himself to episode 90.
The only time I could think of when he would have said something.
Did he say something in the secret circle when I revealed that I was a blood sister?
No, I think he did. I think he did.
No, I checked the tapes.
Are you sure?
I double checked
He
those
checked the tapes.
I checked the tapes. The only time I can possibly think about that he may have revealed it is when he and Takewee first got together officially. That's the only time I can really.
I mean, it is ultimately up to you, Audryn. But whether or not it actually came out on video, in stream somewhere, like you could have just decided. You could just decide right now, as Jordan, that Audryn did share it at some point.
I mean, where's the tattoo?
It's on his lower back.
Yeah.
I mean, would she have seen it?
That's the question. That's genuinely the question.
I don't know. Have we progressed our relationship that far?
I don't know.
That's up to you guys. Been a little busy.
Yeah.
When would we have had time? I don't even think there's.
Yeah, I don't know if there had the time.
Jordan.
I don't think it would be a mind blowing revelation, if you just told them at some point. But it is up to you whether or not you still have kept that a secret.
I mean, I feel like I don't think Audryn has a reason to specifically share it yet.
Okay.
And here's the thing. If nobody knows that Audryn has this and it turns out to be helpful to us later, then that's great. But if everybody knows, then I can't undo people knowing that I have it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fine. Surge has it. I honestly think that Surge's mark is the most clear as a comet than any of them, and it's because it's kind of this painted stylistic thing, right? As opposed to a literal birthmark. To you guys, it probably just looks like Sozin's comet is the vibe where just this fiery, big fiery comet streaking through an invisible atmosphere, just across the side of his face. Pretty dramatic. Yeah.
So what you're saying is if all of our party that has died and come back, if all of us were in Avatar, every single one of us would be earthbenders.
No. No. I don't think that's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, I don't know if you want to talk to Surge about anything else. I know that you were thinking about doing something with the light pearl at some point, but
yeah. Well, I think I'd say to Surge, you got a little something on your cheek there, bud. Do we have a mirror? Does anyone have a mirror here?
Yeah, I'm sure someone does. Yeah, he gets excited about it. I don't know if we don't need to necessarily play out the whole conversation there, unless you had something in particular to ask him about it. But he's certainly excited to be part of the club.
Comic club.
But yeah, he's just eager to like find out what happened and like get caught up, get his gear back. He's like, I'm ready to go. Like, I was waiting for this. I knew you would bring me back. Like, I'm ready. Sort of thing. He's hyped.
Just the idea of Surge just being like the hype man of the group.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of awesome. I love that.
I mean, he also has 19 charisma.
This is Deli, by the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's true.
We've never met. That's
very true. Yeah.
So I guess Audrey's like, so Deli, this is my son.
Yeah, and honestly, once he gets the part of the story where
there we go. Wrong button.
That was pretty funny.
Deli is just suddenly possessed by a demon.
Yeah,
I had the wrong button pressed.
Once Surge hears the part of the story where Deli's the pearl inside Deli's stomach is redeemed by Audrin, he's like, oh, well, we are sort of like siblings, you and I, both touched by the catalyst, transformed into something glorious.
I wouldn't.
Is he always like? She turns to Audrey.
Someone who's like nearby, but would be an earsight of him. Like,
is he always like this?
Yeah, he is.
I'm not like at that point. I'm not sure if Audrin would like try to correct that, or if he's like. Anyway, we're glad to have you back. Glad you have embraced your humanity. What do we call you?
I'm a sentient being, and it is the right, and freedom is the right of all sentient beings. I'm just this guy's Optimus Prime for some reason in my mind now. For some reason, he's Optimus Prime. I don't know. I do think that like the progression for him is like when you told him like, oh, welcome to hell, we're in gaping maw, like sorry about that.
Yeah.
He at first we probably get a fake out where like at first it seems like he's distressed about it, and then he realizes, and it's not even that he realizes anything, it's just that you like misunderstood the emotion that was on his face, and he gets really pumped, and he just says, "It is about time that we took the fight to Demogorgon himself," and he's excited. He's literally a paladin. Right, like this like sun paladin guy. He's so ready. He's ready to just radiant damage on everybody, right?
Okay, yeah, well, there we go. We got a hyped paladin who's ready to crush some Demogorgon hellplane things. Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
One quick note: I did name Surge's sword. So Surge got a Sunblade from the temple beneath the Isle of Dread. And I named it Zenith. So there you go. That's his cool sword's name. Quick description. This item appears to be a hilt of blackened brass and fire-hardened leather, its grip wrapped in deep indigo and warm to the touch. The guard curves forward into a stylized antelope horn shapes, each tip capped with inlaid brass that faintly glows. When you grasp the hilt, the blade of brilliant golden-white radiance springs into existence, broad and leaf-shaped like the ancient Ida of the lost Igbaye tieflings. When drawn, the weapon emits a faint, layered hum like a distant choir singing in some archaic form of abyssal. And maybe he's probably informing you, Audrin, because of how magic items work and stuff. Like he's some more stuff he learned about his item that he hadn't yet had a chance to share with you, or maybe he does this over the course of the next several days or whatever he does. But apparently, this item was once held by the Oba of Ashes, an Igbaye champion king who once wielded it in a war against the Abyss. So yeah, cool Sunblade thing. Name Zenith. And yeah.
This would be a fun time for me to say, what does my sword's voice sound like?
Yeah, Dust Crusher. I am imagining him.
A heck.
No. He's like a weapon, right? So it's like an item. So it's not like he has an culture or heritage or accent or anything like that. His voice comes to you more as an impression than anything else.
Oh, what? I don't get like Nightblood. Oh.
No, he has a voice. It's just not like It's not like, oh, he has a posh British accent, or it's a pretty neutral voice, right? It seems masculine to you, but I would say just like a soft, firm masculine voice.
And since it's Dust Crusher, does it have like a solar kind of like, I don't know, like a ring to it?
I think it probably sounds, yeah, I don't know, just like soft, firm, masculine. Quiet, maybe not, because maybe soft isn't the right word. Like quiet and firm is his voice.
It sounds like Fred Rogers.
Like Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't sound like he doesn't sound like Mr. Rogers.
Some demons.
That's not what I was imagining. Just like he seems like a warrior. He talks like a warrior, right? Like a soldier. Maybe not a soldier.
So
a warrior.
Steve Rogers.
Yes, actually, that is a great
I just had the
comparison.
wrong Rogers.
No, I think that's actually a great comparison. We could have probably imagined that like
Shakely Sword is Captain America.
A voice actor similar to how Chris I forgot his last name. There's so many Chris
Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans. The sort of the voice that Chris Evans used to do Captain America is probably similar to what this guy sounds like. Yeah, just got like, confident but not like overbearing. Yeah,
and he says, I understood that reference.
Yeah. He's not like innocent or naive necessarily, at least not more so than a magic weapon would be, not knowing anything about how to be a human or anything, right?
Can his sword talk too?
I don't think Zenith can. I think you're the only one.
I'm just asking Dust Crusher.
His whose sword?
I'm asking Dust Crusher. I'm like, can his sword talk too?
Oh, you're asking Dust Crusher about that. Yeah. Yeah, he says, I don't believe so. I'm usually good at sensing other minds, but I don't sense any here.
Including in him. Actually, I don't sense any minds except yours.
I must say, Tikwi, I'm uneasy being on this plane, and yet I'm also eager. There are many foes to be dealt with here, but there are dangers that cannot be faced with the head of my hammer. They must be faced with the will of your mind. Be on guard, and do not let the fell influence of this place change you.
I think we make a good team, and I will be sure to be on guard. Don't worry, I'm on edge too. This place gives me the creeps.
Yes. Yeah, and I think like the only other thing I wanted to briefly go over is I think Git wants to talk to you, Deli.
Oh.
He, I think, comes over to you and asks about the new Deli, right?
What about him?
Right? Like, he's inquiring in the best way that he knows how, using whatever clips he needs to try to get this information across. Basically, the gist of it is like, he wants to know what you and Audryn might know about what happened to, redeem the pearl and take it out of you and all that jazz, and why you became this Circle of the Stars druid. He's curious about it because I think as far as Deli knows, it just happened. It's like just what she naturally became after it was taken out of her. Like she was still a druid, and maybe almost like this other circle of like the circle of wild magic or whatever it was like.
I can kind of riff on what I think happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what exactly does he say?
Probably asks, what happened with you? You are different.
I don't know exactly.
Why? How?
All I know is that this chaos, this churning maelstrom that used to exist inside me is gone. And now it's like there's an abyss there. But not a bad abyss, but one of quiet and peace. And there is a power there, replacing what used to be there. I don't
Nice.
know if the pearl, if it's what is left over of the pearl, or if it's what existed there already that the pearl was masking. I don't know. All I know is it's there now. And it's going to take a little bit of getting used to.
Both in character and out of character, it's going to getting used to because
Yeah.
I don't remember any of her stuff.
Mhm. I see. Well,
Is anything what I said bad, Caleb? Is that
no, that sounds perfect. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of random voices to do. Make sure that you pay attention to what's in here. And he like points to your chest.
Believe me, I will. It's strange, I'll admit, not to feel the constant hunger, the constant pangs inside me. Almost feels uncomfortable to not constantly be hungry. But I think I could get used to it.
she says that last little bit with a smile? Like she's like, it feels weird, but like I could get used to it.
Yeah, he taps a claw against his face as if he's thinking, and then he says, "You looked up. You looked up."
I'm not sure I follow.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you looked up.
I really don't get what he's trying to get across.
He points up at the starry sky above you.
Uh-huh.
And you remember, Deli, last session, you felt this weird, strange
Right!
draw to the stars.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about that.
That's fine. I figured you did.
Oh. Right.
Oh, no, that's manual.
Wait. There we
go.
Mhm.
There are several buttons on here and I pressed the wrong one. Oh, right. I just felt drawn to it. I don't know why. Felt drawn to the stars as if there was something there for me.
Now, remind me, in terms of your class and stuff, isn't there something about how Deli now has like weird star pattern constellation things going on?
Oh,
And is that just like manifestation of your magic, or is there some
let me look it up. Like I said,
physical thing?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I seem to remember reading something about your subclass and like
Star map. At second level, you've created a star chart as part of your heavenly studies. While holding this map, you can use guidance, guiding bolt. I'm just kind of skimming. I can go into a starry form, harness constellation's power to alter my form.
So, do you have any idea? Do you have an idea as to where you got that star map from? Where we might be able to bring that in? Because it might be cool if Git gave you a star chart right now.
Maybe
not even-
that's where it is. Maybe that's where it is.
Right? Maybe this might not be. This isn't necessarily Git understands how your class works and like gives it to you because he knows, but rather he's just like, I noticed that you're looking at the stars. I came across this in my travels. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then it becomes your thing, right?
I can go into a starry form. I can get cosmic omens.
Mm-hmm.
Twinkling constellation at 10th level constellations in your starry form improve. And now since I'm past 14th level, full of stars, while at 14th level, while in your starry form, you become incorporeal, giving you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and slashing damage. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think he hands over this like star chart, and it's more of like a, well, I mean, you like stars. Here's the star chart, right? Have fun. I don't need it, right? And I think he says, "Do you know what stars are, child?"
The lights?
Yes. Great big burning balls of gas billions of miles away. And then he says,
Quote the Lion King.
yeah.
The Lion King is canonical.
Yeah, he met some warthog somewhere, in the soul realm. No, but then he says, but that is not all they are. Look up.
The great
not-
of the past here to guide you.
Exactly. He nods to himself as if satisfied with his explanation of things and his inspiration that he's offered you, right? But whether or not you understand it, up to you.
Probably not. She just kind of shakes her head like, okay, whatever.
She looks up and then she finds out, oh, gullible is written on the ceiling. Huh. It's a weird thing for Demigorgon to put in here. That's okay.
Yeah, and the further you get in the Abyssian Ocean, the less you can see the stars. When you first got here, it was like pretty clear to you, Deli, but as you are traveling, it does seem to get more and more foggy and misty.
Kind of like when you're around more light pollution sort of thing.
No, not like the light is going, but like actual fog and mist is like
Okay.
appearing around you guys and obscuring the night sky and the sky in general. I do think this is probably the point where Git asks everyone, like, he's like, I have a grand quest that I must undertake. Who's with me? And then up to you guys if you want to send anyone with him. He's going to go travel the solar realm a little bit by himself and try to figure out this whole thing.
As
I think it'd be
many
funny-
people as we can send and still operate the ship.
Yeah, I mean, the Agents of Pain, unless you were to convince them with a roll, are not planning on going anywhere with Git. The people who could be easily sent with him would be Benedict, Surge, or Nestor. Totally up to you if you would like to spare any of those NPCs. Otherwise, Git is also happy to go by himself because he's used to being lonely.
Like Jordan was saying, I just don't think we can afford to let
Yeah.
anyone go. Also, I think it's funny. He's like, who's with me? No one answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Git's an independent bird man. He's fine.
Strong, independent birdmen that don't need no backup.
Exactly. And he has his jack-o'-lantern thing.
Yeah,
That
he's
can come with
fine.
him. Yeah.
True.
Yep, sounds good. So we have the humorous moment where he says that and then no one answers.
I
And then
do
we
genuinely
do a
think that
hard
if
cut to him just like heading off on a rowboat or whatever, right?
I do genuinely think that jammy time. That we would let all three of them go if we could manage the ship.
I don't think you as players would ever let Benedict go because he's your cleric and
Oh,
you
no.
guys know how to play
As a
Dungeons and
player,
Dragons,
I want all three of them with me.
yeah.
Me.
So as of right now, it does seem like you could manage the ship with you guys and the Agents of Pain. So you could send all three of them with you with him if you would like, but totally fine if you don't want to. I wanted to offer if you guys had any particular strong feelings about sending back up with Git. I will make note of this, whatever you guys do decide, and whatever is going to happen with Git behind the scenes. It might be better or worse depending on who or if anyone goes with him. Just we'll make note of it.
Like, here's the deal. I don't want Benedict to go with Git, and I want him to stay with us because we need Benedict in our party.
Yeah.
I don't want Nestor to go with Git because we need him and Anna to be together right now because he just went through some stuff.
No, yeah, I don't think Nestor was ever. Nestor was the one NPC I knew for sure would be staying with you guys no matter what. Because the connection with Anna and Audrin right now that is pretty important to play out more.
To be fair, we do have healing now that Deli's back.
It's true.
But having a cleric,
It's always better to
high
have a
level.
cleric. Yep. Just up to you guys. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
I
You can send
am
Surge with them.
concerned about Git's mission.
Yeah.
Without him having backup. But
Mhm.
I feel like it would be a clerical error if we sent our cleric away. So we're
Yes.
keeping
I
him
feel like
with
Surge is like the only person that I would consider sending away, but he's like still recovering. He's just like
Yeah.
4 more days
Yeah.
to recover.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep, totally fine. Just wanted to give you the option.
So yeah, I agree. Humorous cutscene. Who's with me? Sailing
And
on a
then-
boat.
Yeah, and as he's rowing away, we have Jack, the Yama lantern, right? Floating next to him, looking back at you guys, and saying, "Goodbye, farewell, nice to see you again, adios, ciao, and wiedersehen,
Please tell me.
sayonara."
Please tell me that one of the voices that Git has recorded is someone singing "Row, row, row your boat."
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And now for that Moldovan traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Row, row, row your
Yes, exactly. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's what we get. We get him singing "Row Our Boat" to himself as he rows away. There is a point where Jack like turns back after he says a bunch of goodbyes to you guys, and then turns away and then says, "Well, a fat lot of help they were," and Git just kind of chuckles to himself and then rows off. Cool. So I do think that the next thing that happens is we'll do this. Let me grab my stuff here. Give me half a moment to quickly set up a map, just very briefly. Okay. You guys travel for a few more days. I realized before the session today that actually navigating to where you need to go did take like a nature check to like properly navigate. I rolled it for you, Jordan, with advantage because other people have nature can help you. But you and like +5 was the highest anyone had anywhere, and since you're the captain, I just had you roll at +5. I think only one person was trained in it, and it was Nestor, but he also had a +5 having it trained because he's not smart. All that being said, you did successfully navigate, so that's that happened fine. But what happens is, I think we can just go ahead and say it's the 5th. You guys travel for a bit here.
Do you have to roll more curse rolls for everyone?
Oh yeah, actually, Mia, maybe we go. Let me double check my notes here. I don't want to like constantly make these rolls, but I do want to make sure that. I do think it's more interesting to just kind of leave it. I will make one for Surge because he hasn't made one yet. Though wait a second, I might have rolled in advance. I think I did roll in advance for him. No, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I'll roll it again. All that to say, I think the way I have it right now, it would be kind of weird and boring to constantly make these rolls for everyone all the time. I think for now, what I'm going to do is you guys who failed the roll have failed. You don't know it's true about you, and so you can't try to do anything about it yet. And we'll just leave it there until it comes up, right? Until it becomes prevalent and people realize something has happened to us. Then we can start digging into, okay, wait a second, how do we get rid of this? Like, is it going to get worse? Like all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think I want to just have everyone constantly make charisma saving throws every single day.
I was just wondering if Alyssa and him would get the same curse as Jordan and I.
Yeah. I think it's more interesting if you just make the roll once and then just kind of play out how it goes. For now, I will make a quick roll for Surge to see if he gets it. Because he wasn't alive before. All right, cool. I did it in the GM layer. So chat knows, but you guys don't know. Okay, so on the 5th. Sorry, just double checking a note real quick. So many notes. Cool, yeah. You guys find yourselves. Man, I have so many documents open and I didn't have the right one. You pull aside a slightly different vessel. I think Takui notices this because she's the one who has like the highest passive perception and generally is the person who spots things before anyone else does. You see a strange vessel with a very low water line floating towards you. At the center of this boat flickers a pale light like that of a lantern burning underwater. What do you do immediately? You notice that there's a vessel coming towards you. It's very low in the water. What do you do?
This is the 5th now, then?
Yes, it would be the 5th.
A vessel like a boat? Like it's like a small boat?
It's hard to tell from this distance. It's pretty foggy and misty, but you can tell it is a vessel of a water-faring vessel of some sort.
Okay, and it's really, really low to the water. So it's not
Very
very
low to the water, and there's like a strange pale light flickering.
Oh, it's Harpo again.
It's not.
We already saw him.
I know. It's just the first thing I could think of.
He decided to follow us.
I mean, I probably alert Audrin since he's probably the one like steering the boat.
Oh yeah, this isn't.
I mean, is this like the first boat that we've seen since the merchant ship?
Yes. You've seen a couple of like, demon vulture flux kind of flying in the distance, but in terms of like actual vessels, yeah, this is the first.
We fire the cannons.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it's Lavinia.
It was Lavinia.
How far
No,
away?
it's Lavinia's ghost. What was that?
How far away is it, Caleb? At this point?
Hard to tell. You notice that it's because of the fog and the mist. It's probably closer than you think. Because you wouldn't see it before it got too close. But yeah, it's hard to judge distances. It is going to be here pretty soon, though. It's definitely close, but hard to tell anything else
Do you
in
want
the
me
immediate
to?
moment.
Do you want me to run over and check it out?
I guess I'm just wondering if
Yeah, you do
it's
that.
like 60 feet away or if it's like 200 feet away or like 500. Like, give me like that.
How far can you see in fog? Just get a general estimate. Yeah, I would say 200 feet. More like hundreds of feet isn't a bad assumption.
Okay, got it.
So truly, the offer stands. Do you want me to run over and check it out? I can get there in 6 seconds.
That's not a bad idea. The reason I was asking was because I have fairy fire, so I was wondering if maybe I could like outline it or something like that. But 60 feet is the range. So let me see here. Yeah, okay, and I've got message, but that's 120 feet away. Honestly, Anna going and like checking out what it could be may not be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
You got those boots too that make it like quiet. I mean, granted, you're on water, so it's not like you were gonna.
Wait, how does Anna walk on water again?
With my water walking ring.
Okay.
And then
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was like a cloak or something.
How does she walk on water again? She's just like, with my feet.
One step at a time, baby.
One step at a time. Just like any other man or woman.
Yeah, do you all want Anna to go over there?
Why not?
Yeah.
As well.
Just
Sound good to me?
go back.
Yeah.
You're trying to be sneaky, I assume,
Yeah, always.
especially with your new boots of elven kind.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so. We've always felt free to reformat magic items, reskin them. Do you have any particular preference, Emily, as to what these look like? Are they actual boots? Are they slippers? Are they like what are they?
Maybe
Flats.
they can be true ballet flats that I get
Yeah.
to lace up since I'm a dancer.
Sounds great.
Peaceful.
Cool. Yeah. So we see you kind of slip off onto the dark Abyssian Ocean and glide through the fog like a ghost yourself. Go ahead and make us a stealth check with advantage.
Okay, here we go. A 29?
Nice. Would someone have offered her guidance or bardic inspiration or whatever?
Do I have guidance? I could guidance her, but is that thing that could, because guidance is only for a single action. Can she get there in a single action?
Yeah,
How far away is it again?
200 feet.
I can get there in 2 action. Or yeah, I have to take 2 rounds, I think.
So what you're saying is maybe we use the spell beforehand. we just
Up to you
we
guys
just
how you want to.
we just cast haste on Anna just to check it out.
Oh,
Drago's mouth boy?
Darn.
My
I hate it when
love?
it doesn't tell me it's going to post the,
My second
the
love?
name.
Nestor, I'm not coming back. The bad boy has returned.
I wasn't quick enough with the hide it.
He's bad for
that's
me,
fine,
and we
it's
all
fine.
know it, and he also isn't in love with me. But there's just something about him.
I really need to make sure that I hide these names when I post off. Oh my gosh. I accidentally gave this creature 1,200. No. Yeah. 1,210 charisma. And it did the modifier as plus 600.
He's the most interesting man in the world.
I mean, it does
Dragos
explain
didn't have
how-
this. It was something else.
it does explain why Anna is so like enamored. Oh,
All right, you're safe either way. We don't need to worry about anything extra. Okay, so you were able to sneak up to this no problem, Anna. How about you? Let's see. Is there anything actually hidden here? Yeah, I don't know if they're hiding necessarily. Yeah, if you have a moment to look over this vessel. So here, I don't know. Does this have? Can you guys see this, or do you need tokens on it?
It's all dark.
Let's do
Oh,
that.
there we go.
ooh, hello.
What?
Okay, so what you see, Anna,
What the
Is that all flesh?
what you see,
Do I have to eat the flesh?
Why is
It
it,
seems-
always flesh, Caleb?
it seems to be an enormous floating clot of blood and meat stretched over a bony frame that kind of makes up the structure of this thing.
Which dead
It's-
god is this one?
It's kind of a boat. You think?
Yes, like any dead carcass floating
Yeah.
is kind of a boat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it does seem more than just a dead carcass. It does seem like a very, very weird skiff made out of blood and bone and meat, right? In the center here, is a cage of black adamantine, and it rocks about at the center of the skiff. Inside of which sits a cloaked figure gripping a long ferryman's pole, bound in soul, and he's bound in chains. In this cage, I guess he doesn't. At one point, the figure raises its head, and you see the gaunt eel-like visage of the Moranoloth, Dragos.
So hot right now.
His lidless yellow eyes stare off into nothing. You also see these things. So, they are kind of like big
Venom
purple.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're like,
They're
not-
they're
Not
kind of like
Venom.
Carnage.
Carnage, yes.
Yeah, they're kind of like Carnage. That's definitely similar to what's going on here. They have 4 arms, and yeah, I mean, it looks like they're made of.
So it's a peeled Machamp.
Yeah, they have.
Oh.
They're made of just like mostly muscle. Yeah. Anyway, that's the situation you find. It does seem like this guy, like Dragos, is in chains and in a cage. Like he's a prisoner of these 4 things, and it just kind of floats along. It seems like it's going to intercept your boat, though whether or not they're intending to do that is unclear to you.
So I cast Zeta flare on the entire island.
What?
Okay, but do we remember, besides all the joking that I was in love with Dragos, did I actually think Dragos could be helpful to us? Because he's like a mercenary
Yes.
for hire, basically, right?
Yes. Yep. The things you remember about him is that Anna thought he was really cool because she had amnesia and didn't understand the full context of that. This is a demon and demons are bad, sort of a thing. Combined with in the fight against Xiao Fa at that haunted plantation, Dragos was there and he explicitly saw that Takewee had gotten back up with a natural 20 on her death save and was healing her friends, and he looked the other way. And then he told Takewee afterwards, he's like, "You owe me. Like the Order of the Bitter Curtain owes me. I will collect later." And then he bamfed away.
So it's time to collect.
Do we
right?
think if I set him free, that would like make it even?
You probably, yeah. That's definitely seems. I mean, it's basically the equivalent of what he did for you, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have very good sleight of hand.
I know someone that does.
Yeah.
And I know
So
someone with a great lockpick too.
I think I'm gonna run back to our ship.
Okay.
And pass along the information of like, here's what's approaching us. It's a giant blood clot.
Yep.
With muscle guys on top, and Dragos is there, chained up. Do we think we should maybe rescue him? He might be able to help us find Lavinia really fast.
Maybe.
I thought, there wasn't a hole to jump in, so I should probably not go off on my own and make hasty decisions.
You know the old saying, the enemy of hellish flesh demons is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I love that saying.
So I say we kill the scourge.
So when Anna relays this information, Dusk Crusher says to you, Takewee, you are not truly considering allying with this fiend, are you?
No.
Good.
It
seems like your friend is.
I hope not. No, mostly considering
You'll lose affiliation points if they do.
I know I will. I know I will.
What a little snitch.
He doesn't say that.
No, Takewee, like when you say that it's Drago, she's just like, okay, and
he could be a valuable asset while we're down here. Once again, I'm sure he would be able to find Lavinia in 2 seconds and tell us where to go.
Why would he know where Lavinia is? He doesn't even know who she is.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that he would have the resources and abilities down here to find her quickly.
So do we know that there's a connection with Dragos and Lavinia's brother, whose name I forget?
Vanthus.
Yeah.
No, there's no connection.
The only connection is that Vanthus killed his uncle and did a blood sacrifice to a demon at the plantation where Dragos was sent.
Right. Well,
but I don't think he met him.
Huh?
I don't think he met him or anything.
But there was still Dragos was sent there.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I mean, as far as you guys know, Dragos has been working for the Crimson Fleet. Obviously, he isn't now, but he's a prisoner.
I feel like this might... I feel like the way that Audrin would phrase this would be this is an opportunity for us to possibly get some info on the Crimson Fleet while we're down here.
And if the Crimson Fleet gave him up to these muscle monsters, which we don't know, it might have been on just a different job that he got captured or something, but I don't think The vibes I got was he's just kind of aligned to whoever is paying him.
Just morally feels very wrong to rescue a demon from demons.
I mean, I suppose that's better than rescuing a demon from angels, but yeah.
Plus, if he's just aligned to whoever's paying him more, who's saying he won't backstab us?
Yep.
I mean,
Would someone
we're
like to make
gonna-
an Arcana check on Maranoloths and Yugoloths in general?
I
Yeah,
wonder
'cause I
who's
was-
gonna be good at making an Arcana check.
Me, I'll do it.
Well, I
Yes,
got
whoever
that.
has the highest, I assume, with advantage.
It's Audrin. Let's face it. There's a reason I said it so sarcastically.
Oh, I mean, other people can get as high as I can. Come on. With
on
enough
what the skill is.
push-ups and Wheaties
Not an Arcana and other
And multi-classing in Rogue.
and multi-class.
And lying about what we rolled, and and lying about our modifiers.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so I assume I'm being helped.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pooling your collective knowledge about Yugoloths.
Is there anything that would be good well, I already have advantage. And
Yep.
there's no I'll just roll it.
Yeah, there you go. 32 isn't bad. Good thing you didn't have disadvantage. You would still know far more than the average person if you
Let me
did.
just point out that we're in a campaign where we just said 32 isn't bad.
Well, you're in this campaign, Jordan.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
So with a 32, you certainly know the following. So Yugoloths are basically the mid-tier between demons and devils. Like demons are chaotic evil, devils are lawful evil, Yugoloths are neutral evil. Right? They are demons and devils do not like each other. They often fight. And the Yugoloths are kind of the mercenaries that either side uses in their endless blood feud between each other. They are characterized by being mercenary more than anything else, right? They are indeed, they sell themselves to the highest bidder. As far as you know, though, Audrin, they are so mercenary that their contracts bind them, right? This is not the sort of thing where a demon makes you a promise and then backstabs you. It's if you can lock a Yugoloth into a contract, they are required to serve you by their nature. So if you manage to get Dragos to be bound to you by contract, he would not stab you in the back, at least until his contract was fulfilled, and you had a contract that was tight enough that wouldn't have loopholes that would mean he could stab you in the back.
But do we want to be...
Just saying, like, Audra knows that this is technically a possibility. It's not like we should never side with demons because they always betray us. It's like we could technically use this guy at least for long enough to get what we need out of him, and there wouldn't be too much risk as long as we got some assurances from him that this was a contract.
Yeah, but a contract sounds like we're aligning with him, and I don't like that.
Yes.
I think maybe
this is the dilemma I am offering you.
It's more like we're using money to align him with us.
Because that's so much better.
I guess Sigby would maybe ask Dust Crusher, like, maybe let's not think about this as a rescue if we were to do this. Let's think of it as taking a prisoner.
You hear him grumble.
Not buying it.
Prisoner
I'm not
of
saying I'm on
gore.
board for it, because I'm really not. I don't like this guy. He thinks I owe him, or that the Berserker owes him just because he turned a blind eye, which is bullcrap.
We owe demons nothing.
I agree. I do owe this guy nothing. I don't feel anything for this guy. But I have to agree with Anna that maybe if we rescued him, maybe he would at least tell us the correct direction to go.
What's
And then
that?
we would destroy him.
Did anybody hear that? That sounded like character development tape. You not
Yeah.
wanting to
All
destroy
about
the
getting an
demons.
advantage here. It's just that, like,
I do think he does latch on to the like, so this is an interrogation then, not an alliance.
right.
As long as we are clear that that's what this is. You must
That's
be
what it
careful,
is.
Takewee. While in the soul realm, especially in parts of the soul realm like this, the abyss, the gaping maw, you must be careful that you are not influenced by the plane. You must keep your principles clear in your mind.
Oh, it's very clear in my mind.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, and it's like, we could be friends. Yeah, and I think Takeaway's just like, listen, if we're gonna rescue this guy, it's not really a rescue for me. Like, this is more like we're killing demons in the meantime, and or whatever these things, the middle guy, some mercenaries, and we're gonna get some information, and that's it. Like, this guy's not like joining our crew.
Audrin, you also know with that 32 on that one with Moranoloths, this guy could pilot your boat for you by himself. If you got this guy in a contract, you could literally, not only would he be the entire crew, but he could also get you places that you would not be able to get otherwise.
What was that guy's name? What was that Yuan T that Toity befriended that everyone else was like, we're gonna kill
Mesnin.
now?
My affiliation.
Mesnin. This is gonna be Mesnin all over again.
The thing
except
is,
this time for
Emily's
Anna.
on your side, though. Yeah.
No, but this time it's
It's Emily do it. Yeah.
No, but this time it's Anna, where she's like, he's our friend. And we're
Exactly,
like, okay,
yeah.
let's kill him now. We're done with him.
Yeah. So, I mean, up to you, Audrin. How you,
We're
like,
gonna
you
get
do
another,
know
like,
that information.
2 to my affiliation score.
Yeah. Yeah. Get downgraded from Blade Warden.
No. Please don't. Actually, I don't know how many points I have. No, I wouldn't get downgraded. I'm only 1 point away from being a favored vessel, guys. Like, don't do this to me.
Audrin, do you share any of that?
And I'm a Fury Knight, thank you. I upgraded
sorry, yeah.
to Blade Warden
I
a
forgot what the
long
ranks
time
were.
ago.
I say we take him captive and then make him a permanent member of the party. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Just saying.
I mean, all of this also hinges on the fact that, like, we have to get him away from these muscle guys and this blood clot.
Yep.
Here's what I think. This blood clot, if we
So
can
disgusting.
if we can just sail around it and get away from it, that's going to be more in our favor. I think Audrin is currently leaning towards let's just jump down there and slaughter all of these horrible abominations. But I think as because we have to assuming we weren't gonna interact with this at all, would we be sailing just past them?
It just looks like their vessel is headed towards you. It's unclear whether or not they realize this is the case. It's likely that they don't.
Okay, so it's
You're just kind of passing each other close by.
Okay. So I think that at any sign of aggression as we pass by, we make the first strike. If they try to do anything, then we just go to town and take these guys out.
We don't know where town is.
Well, that we're gonna form a town on there and out of their bones.
Oh, that got violent. I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what they're already doing in that island, right?
You know what? You bring up a morbid point.
We built this city on rock and bones.
There's no rocks. It's just bones.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Blood and bones.
Blood and bones. Yep.
Flesh and bones.
We built this city on flesh and bone.
So yeah, I mean, Anna, you could insist on saving Dragos. Aldrin, you could make your will as the captain clear. What are we thinking here? How does this conversation go?
I mean, I would probably be like, we can continue just sailing this direction that we figured out to go, but we have no idea how long that we're going to be going, and just sailing, trusting that we're still going the right direction and Lavinia hasn't moved, and that's all the information that we have. Or we can try and get Dragos and get more information and probably help our case of getting to Lavinia faster.
Yeah, at the very least, if you didn't want to make him a permanent member of your crew or whatever, you could still get some information.
Yeah, like that would be my argument of like, I feel like if we leave him in this flesh cage or whatever cage on the flesh island that's floating, then we're losing information that could be very helpful to us.
Why is it always flesh?
Caleb, what do I know tactically about these guys?
About the blood fiends or whatever they are.
Yeah.
These big guys. That would be another Arcana check if you'd like to make it.
I will roll another Arcana.
I think go ahead and make it a straight roll because you're getting advantage, but you haven't seen these things. Like you're going off of Anna's description. So I think it's gonna be a toss up whether or not. Yeah, with a 19, you've never heard of these things before.
I just think like another point to consider though is that like, do we really want to be like fighting unnecessarily? And I don't know that Drake, like just a little bit of information to me is like worth like risking our party.
Well, I don't know that we have to fight.
I think we probably would.
Well, I think Anna is Emily saying like she could probably sneak over there and try to.
Well, Audrin can.
Or Audrin can, yeah.
Well, again, but you're still risking somebody for what?
Yeah.
For the probability that we would be able to get to Lavinia faster with this information and more accurately than us just sailing in a direction.
If he even has any information, me not.
Yeah, my argument is just he's gonna know people. He has it. He's gonna be able to like. I feel like we would be able to like use him to get more information, even if he doesn't know, because he would be able to be like, "Oh yeah, I can just teleport somewhere else and figure it out."
There's another problem with that specific plan. I didn't prepare invisibility for today. I mean, we could say that I did, but that would be...
What level spell is that? I don't think I have it, but...
It's a level 2.
I
I prepared C invisibility.
Also do not have it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like I think like player Alyssa like totally agrees with Emily here, but I think Takewee's just like, why are we like wasting resources on this? I like don't even want to talk to him. I don't want to see him. Like I don't care.
But it's Drago's mouth.
If he's in change, good. He got what he deserved.
But it's Drago's mouth boy.
We do no, actually, no, we don't. I was going to say we have access to teleport, but we do not.
I'm simply trying to decide if I would just go over myself then, if you guys think that it would be a waste of resources or not.
Here's the other thing. Don't we only see him because you go over there?
What do you mean?
My point is we've been talking about this for probably a lot longer than we'd actually be near him.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what would Anna
do
in that point in time?
Yeah.
Like if we are
yeah, I think either way we'll just say you guys have run out of time to talk about it.
Right.
Do you
So,
do something?
well, that's what I was going to ask. Of like, if we're passing by them, running into them, do they go to like attack us at all, or are they just trying to float by?
Do you guys let them float next to your ship?
Let them, as in,
Do we
Do
attack
not.
first?
Do you change your course? That's what I'm asking.
I don't think we change our course. In fact,
Mhm.
we do, yeah, like we don't. I mean, we're going the direction that we feel like we need to be going, and as long as we're not going to like run into them, like physically crash into them,
No.
then I don't think we're going to change course.
So then they don't engage.
Okay.
Do they engage?
I will check what the thing is here. Let's see. Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Roll it up.
I would if I was on the base. I don't have a token. There we go. Okay.
So
I'll drag you all on here. We can assume your ship is like on the edge here.
I rolled.
This also
Holy.
does mean that I have to drag out all of these NPCs though too.
1, 2. Ha ha.
Ooh,
That
copper
was
piece.
close. Sailing on a ship in the demon sea. You're the captain. I guess I'm not the captain's mate. I'm just the captain.
You're just the captain.
Dang it. It takes the captain's mate song and makes me not able to sing it. Who is the captain's mate here?
I think we
Well,
all know
would-
the answer to that one.
Wow, that's not.
Seems pretty obvious. I was gonna say.
There are so many characters in this stupid fight.
I thought that so wait, they haven't left yet.
They haven't left. Okay, so the reason I changed the causality, I was going to have them leave before this, but I did remember the whole thing about the crew, and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see if you wanted to get Dragos on your side, because then you won't have to worry about that, and they can leave. They can leave, and it doesn't matter. So we'll have to get there when we get there. I mean, I can also easily just say, maybe I'll just do this for ease of the combat. Maybe I just have these dudes doing a fight on one end of the deck that's hand waved, and then have you guys fight some other guys. Let's see here. I should roll initiative for these guys too. Sorry. Let's do it. Boom. Oh, why am I rolling that twice? I don't need to do that. We got Dragos. That's the wrong check. There we go. And then I need to do Bennett. Yeah, this is one of the weird things about having so many NPCs. Is that I get to do a lot of unnecessary rolling. Okay. So, Anna, you get to act first. What do you do? So you basically see that they are about to do something. They have taken an interest in the ship. They have noticed it, and it does seem like one of them steps over and is about to do something. What do you do?
Okay. So up high on a ship, and then the blood clot. Do I
It's
have
passing
to?
by.
So can I just like jump onto it? Like, how would that work?
Sure. Yeah, we can say that.
Okay,
Don't worry too
because
much.
they seem like they're going to do something. I think I probably kind of like look at Audrin because Takewee's been the one like arguing against getting Dragos. So I probably kind of like look at Audrin and I'm like, are we doing this? They're going to do something. Do I go for it in a way that we're just grabbing Dragos and leaving?
Audrin says, no, we're gonna take these guys out.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, why am I last in the turn order? Dang it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this guy. He's pretty large. I don't like how large they are.
Mhm.
But the good thing is I'm first in the order. So I have advantage on him. And any hit is a crit. Oh, he's not surprised, is he?
I think the only thing that is true about him is that he hasn't acted yet in the combat.
Okay, so I get advantage.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 28 to hit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. As the thunderclap from Judgment from on high rains down. Yeah, 28 certainly hits.
12 damage. Whoa.
Nice.
Okay, my second attack. 28 to hit.
Very good.
6 damage. That's poop.
Incredible.
And then my third attack. 19.
Wait, you have 2 extra attacks now?
Yeah, I took another fighter
That's incredible.
level.
Yes, 19 hits as well.
Okay, we only need to hit a 19.
That's another 10 damage. How bad does this guy look right now? Basically, like nothing has been done to him.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
That tickled, right?
With that last one, well, no, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash so I can get far enough away to like be back. I'm gonna just like climb back on the ship. Actually, I have enough movement. If I dash, I use not even all of my movement.
Whee!
So there we go. I'm back on the ship, and I'm like, these guys are beefy.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like just hitting a mass of muscle over and over again. Didn't seem, yeah.
So that's my report back. That's my turn.
Very good. Take, were you just going to jump into the fray then? I mean, Dust
you get
Crusher
to murder
probably
evil demon things right now.
Yeah, I
Dust Crusher
know.
does say like, well, this doesn't seem like the wisest course of action, but they are demons.
It's your
I know, and
sworn
that's
duty.
That's always how Takewee feels whenever we go against demons. Like, we really could have avoided this, but I get to kill a demon.
Uh-huh.
The question is, do I stay back and use Sunbeam, or do I just jump in as a barbarian and just run in? But the problem is that I don't think I can just like jump in because like I'm still on the boat, right? Like I'm not Anna. I can't just like walk on water and like run over. Like,
Yeah.
I would have to like jump down and like take fall damage and then, right? Like, am I?
I mean, yeah, you jump into the water, you would splash.
Oh,
you
I
would
have
take
to use Sunbeam, and oh no, I hit Dragos on accident.
Oh no.
No. Um.
Question.
Yeah.
On Anna's rolls. Though all three of those hit, is that correct?
Yeah, the 19 hit.
Well, and did the 13 hit?
No, the
I
20.
had advantage because of assassinate. They
I
hadn't
see.
gone in the round yet.
So all three of those were advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Asking for the sake of keeping track of stats.
Yeah, we have to hit at least a 19, I think, is the lowest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should just use Sunbeam, right? Like, it's not like we're gonna. Hopefully, we're not gonna fight anything else today. I could.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering though, because I'm kind of up at an angle, right, Caleb? Like, well, how high are we?
Yeah, here let's do this. Let's bump you up a little bit more here, and let's just assume that.
Wait, was there always 6? Am I blind?
I just made more because I realized that it's going to be easier to just have everybody in the fight and just add a couple more to make it more challenging since there's a bunch of people.
I was like, wait, did I just? I thought
No.
I thought I was going.
You're hallucinating.
Six.
assume
There's
this is the
actually
rough-
14.
Let's just assume for, this is bad drawing skills, but let's assume this is the rough sketch of the whole boat.
But I guess I'm asking because I'm wanting to do.
You're about, I would say, like maybe 15 feet up, I think.
We have to do triangles again, our favorite.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, okay, so hold on. Let me get Sunbeam.
How far can you do it?
It can go up to this is a 60-foot line, 5 feet wide, 60 foot long. So I guess I'm just wondering, is this one of those things where I can only get like one of them because it's shooting down so far, or can I try to get it in a decent line where it hits like 2 of them?
Well, let's check. So you can do 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 40. Okay.
$60 and then 15.
Yeah, I don't think I can get. I stand here. I can like barely get the second one, but that's assuming that again the angle is like right enough with the 5 feet. I don't know. Not trying to make this too complicated here. I'm just trying to ask.
I pulled up a Pythagorean theorem thing here, but it's not.
I'm standing on like the edge of the boat here.
Because basically the two numbers we know are 60 feet line and 15 feet high. I don't remember off the top of my head how to do that math, and I'm sure it's very simple. But
sorry, what was the math?
60 feet line, 15 feet high. How far is it actually?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
I'm playing D&D. I'm not.
Give me a second.
No, it's fine.
Honestly, I don't think it really matters. The other two are too far out. They're like 65 feet away, so I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I feel like I could only get one of them, and maybe
still roughly 60 feet. So it should be
feet.
accurate. Yeah, we can just assume that the line on here is going to be accurate.
No, that's not the question, Caleb, because I'm up slightly. So, like, if I'm shooting down at a sunbeam, right? Let's say I aim for the past one, right? Am I able to get the one that's below him with the sunbeam?
The one that's
like, I'm trying to explain it well. Like,
yes,
so,
no, I understand what you're saying.
I'm
Who are
aiming
you
for
trying
this guy, right? So it's at technically a down angle, right?
Which guy are you aiming for?
Right below the beam. Is he going to get in the beam because the beam is 5 feet wide as well?
Can you even hit this guy?
I don't think that's what I'm saying. Is I don't even think.
No, I don't think you can hit this guy by the virtue of how long the line is.
No, I can't. But if
you want to aim it there anyway.
But if he gets closer,
yeah.
Is it like?
I mean,
Because of the height difference, is it even going to hit him?
I think that's fine. Like it's a line, so there must be some way that you can aim the line where it hits this guy and then lands on the ground. Basically, here that
Okay.
seems reasonable to me.
Got it. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because I can only get one of them. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not about to like jump off this ship, you know, to go down there. So, I guess I'm just going to aim for the one that Anna hit. And yeah, so I'm going to activate Dust Crusher and use Sunbeam to hit that guy. Okay, ignore the dueling style. So he needs to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
That's what the template I have in Roll20 gives me.
Cool.
Seems shorter than it should be. Maybe
I think it's just like 1 foot shorter, but or not 1 foot, but 5 feet shorter. One block shorter.
so like that. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
All right, cool. Yep. So con save. Oops. I need to make this into the map. All right. Well, that's a critical 32.
Okay.
So he takes half.
Wait, but we said though that demons have because this says undead and oozes, but we changed it. Remember to be.
Do they have disadvantage or whatever?
To be this guy, so I mean that doesn't matter for this.
It doesn't matter here, yeah.
Okay, but yes. So yeah, he
Noted.
takes 12 damage, 12 radiant damage.
All right, cool. It'll add up. All right, cool. Before we go any further, unless you have something else in your turn you wanted to do. That it?
Me?
Yeah.
I will inspire Audrin. Be like, Audrin, yeah, do something cool, honey.
Cool. Yeah.
But
let's
his entire term just flipping them the bird.
Before we get any further into the combat, let's take a quick break. And we can get into the dredges of this fight when we return. Hopefully we can keep it going quick here, but we'll be back in just a second. Stick around, we got more Terra Invicta right after this.